Well, my understanding is that they need more security in their contracts, and they deserve it. They're the best in the world.
I have to be perfectly honest. I'm not super familiar in all the intricacies of it, but I value the musicians, and obviously their rights are incredibly important. So I respect them for fighting for that.
Yeah, neither am I. But this isn't my first orchestra strike. I'm from Philadelphia, and I know a lot of members of the Philadelphia Orchestra, and they went on strike at the beginning of their season last year, and so I went to their opening night concert where they walked out because there's something with their contracts. And I don't know much, but as a fellow musician, I do support them in their endeavors.
This tradition of music can only be preserved through large orchestras, and large orchestras are not going to be profitable. It's a lot of musicians, it's a lot of world-class musicians, and the amount of work that it takes to play at the level that it takes to make music like this deserves to be compensated. You know what I mean? And I'm biased because I'm a musician, but I think that societies have to support their artists. They have to support their musicians. In Chicago, we're very fortunate to have a spectacular orchestra like this.
I'm from North Carolina, and my teachers in the North Carolina Symphony, even they are talking about the ways in which Chicago affects them. So it's not just the Chicago Symphony on strike. Every musician is being touched by this, for sure, yeah.
And very cultural. I believe it's so important that we are well-rounded, especially in the music. And it is a treat just to come and just enjoy the orchestra.
Music, for me personally, it changes the mood that I'm in. Whether I'm feeling happy, whether I'm feeling sad, whether I'm feeling anxious, whether I'm feeling, just all emotions in life. Music can take me through any emotion that in life. So it changes my perspective about life. It changed my attitude, and it's just so powerful for me.
I think the definition of art is that it can't be limited, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's for everyone. Like what you said, it's bringing this community together in a way I've really not seen in my time here yet, my short time here, but it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so amazing.
When funding for the arts is cut, fewer artists are able to engage the full extent of their creativity. They're limited to whatever is commercially viable. They're limited to whatever, whatever pays the bills. And in order to have great art, you have to pay the artist bills. You know what I mean? They need to eat if they're going to create. You know, in addition to funding for the arts, funding for arts education could go a long way to making society, as American society in particular, as a whole, sort of more amenable to funding the arts. You know, we're about 2 generations ago. Music appreciation was standard in all schools. Everybody that is doing anything is putting tremendous labor into it. These musicians are a perfect example. They put their lives into this, tens of thousands of hours into, being the absolute best in the world at their instruments. And capitalism doesn't recognize that.